Hafa Day. I'm Lieutenant Tim Gorman, the Joint Region Marianas Public Affairs Officer. Today we're in Taiwan Farm in Malolo in the village of Inarahan, and we're going to learn about dragon fruit, or as it's locally known, pitaya. And Mr. Liu, the owner of Taiwan Farm, has an innovative way of growing it in these tires. Come along and we'll see what it's all about. We're here with Mr. Liu, the owner of Taiwan Farm, and Jesse Bomba from the University of Guam Extension Service. Hafa Day, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for coming.
So what do we have here? What are we looking at?
Dragon fruit.
And you grow them, why are you growing them in tires? I've never seen a setup like this on a farm.
Because we try to use the waste tire. You use the waste. I can use all of Guam tire for 10 years.
How old is this plant right here?
1.5 years.
1.5 years, okay. And so as it grows and it gets bigger, you just maybe add tires as it grows up?
No.
No, okay. So it grew this big from the beginning then. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. These plants here, have you already picked the fruits off of them? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready.
And you were speaking earlier, but please tell me, you harvest maybe what, 3 or 4 times a year? Did you say?
3 to 4 months a year.
Every 3 to 4 months?
No. Every year we have 3 or 4 months harvest season.
Oh, okay.
Production.
Oh, okay. I understand. Okay. So how do you know when the fruit is ready to be picked, or how do you know when it's ripe?
Right. See the color.
Okay. We'll look at the color. Okay. So would you like to walk over and we can look at some of the fruit?
It takes maybe 30 days from flowering to harvest.
Okay.
So as the 30 days, you can see the change in the color from a very, very almost dark green to the pink, and then eventually to red.
Okay. So we have a flower over here behind us. Can you tell me about the flowering process, Jesse, and tell me about what's the relation between the flower, the fruit, and the timeline that it goes on?
This is a very interesting plant. This is actually a cactus. This cactus plant originated in South Central America. Very different from the cactus that we're familiar with. One, it doesn't grow like a cactus because it's an epiphyte. It grows on either plants in the rainforest, or on, in this case, a trellis, and this trellis is made out of tires. The roots are developed in the ground, and as it crawls up, it starts to branch off at the top. Now, one of the things that this pitaya needs in order to produce fruit is it needs to develop its root system on the bottom, crawl up its host, and in this case, most of the time it doesn't harm the host, and then it has to branch. And if you look at all of these dragon fruit, the pitaya, they don't produce fruit unless they branch. So these are known to get 20 feet tall before they start producing. That's the reason why Mr. Liu has this at this height.
Okay.
We're not very tall here, so you keep it low, you can harvest it very easily, and it's a lot more easier on maintenance. In order to plant this, you cut this segment off, 6 to 12 inches long. You can dry it out, plant it in a pot, and then plant it in the ground after that, or you can plant it straight in the ground. I think, Mr. Liu, you plant it straight in the ground, right?
Yes.
Very different from cactus in a way because of the way they develop. One, they love organic matter. They love deep soil, or not really deep soil. They love soil that is fertile. In order to get your plant to produce a lot of fruit, you need to take care of it. You need to give it its proper nutrients, add organic matter, have a trellis system that works to the convenience of the plant producing.
When you say trellis system, it needs a vertical host. It needs to grow up.
It needs to crawl.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an epiphyte. So
Okay.
if it doesn't crawl, what will happen is it won't produce any side shoots or segments to produce the fruit.
And this feels like maybe what a cactus is,
Yes,
but
it looks like it too.
is there too much water at any point? Does it?
Well, it probably requires, from what I know, it requires 60 to 80 inches throughout the year.
Wow.
And in Guam's situation, and most of the tropics, you can get that amount. Usually it's better to have it spread out throughout the year, and then a dry period, so it'll produce some flowers. But in most cases, in most of the tropical islands, a lot of them get that much rain.
The more the fruit matures, it changes color. Is that right, or
The outside.
the
skin,
outside?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so inside, if we were to cut these open,
You'd see two different types.
Oh, okay.
White or red.
these fruit here, are they about ready to be picked? Do you think, or
No, not yet.
not yet? How much longer?
Several more days.
Several more days. Okay. This one over here looks about ready, though.
Yeah.
How can you tell by looking at it? Just the color of it tells you that?
Color.
Okay. Do you think we can actually cut one open? and
Yes,
look at
of course.
it? Okay.
This is red inside.
Red inside. Red flesh. Okay.
Hopefully I'm right.
I hope so.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Ah, I'm
beautiful.
lucky. I'm
Lucky.
right.
That is delicious. Can I plant this fruit and then grow another dragon fruit, or
From the seed.
just from these seeds?
Yes, you can.
Oh.
You could plant it, but what will happen is it would take longer for it to produce, and you're not going to get the same type of fruit that you tried today.
Okay.
So the segments, which is asexual reproduction, will guarantee you the same fruit.
From Taiwan Farm here in Malolo in the village of Inarahan. Thank you, Mr. Liu, and thank you, Jesse, so much. I learned a lot about the dragon fruit, the pitaya. Adios.
Jesus Masi.
谢谢。